Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we mail it in for Cinco de Mayo and also see if KK can redeem herself and make it to the end of the show. Is that in there? From April Fool's Day. My name is
big boot.
Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jeff Andresi, Tim Swyatt, and Kathy Cool.
Was that in the script?
Hey, gang, what's up? Hey,
I ad-libbed.
She ad-libbed. This is why she's back full-time, because she's ad-libbing. Yeah,
she's good.
Full-time.
I mean, I have all the faith in you in the world because it's a Sunday night.
Well, yeah.
So
I'm on a one-drink limit per show.
I mean, well, yeah, but that show, you were like wine glassing.
Like the wine glass, that was a big old...
Yeah, with a refill in the middle. You think the one wine glass would be enough for anybody? Any of us would be more than satisfied with the wine glass full of whiskey. No, Kathy's refilling during the show.
Yeah, that's why I...
But don't do it, folks. That's like a live, don't do this. Kids should be forced to listen to that show. They should be forced to listen. How bad it can go.
Even I haven't listened to that show.
Usually, I haven't listened to it either because I don't listen to anything that I'm on because I don't want to listen to my voice. But usually when we do mail-it-in shows, it's usually a Friday or Saturday night, and it's always like the 5th show. Tonight when we're recording, it's Sunday. We all have to get up and go to work tomorrow, and it's only the 4th show. So I have every faith in the world.
And we don't have our leader, MacLeod, with us to when you get your drunken leader, you always look to your leader in these things. And as we look to MacLeod, she's gone. So we're just like, let's just join her. So, yeah.
But honestly, like that night, I didn't even catch on. It was just like she went from like buzz to like gone in like 60 seconds. And I was
what I've heard is I've become very belligerent. And
there was just a little hint of it in the 4th show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could see it coming.
Yeah. I mean, literally, she had a vendetta against me. I don't know what I've ever done against Kathy, but she
I don't either.
Fuck you off and fuck you, Akeley. And if she could win the lottery and she could do one thing because she had all the money in the world, what would she do? She'd have me bumped off.
I have no idea.
Why do you want to kill me? I don't understand. I don't know what I did to Kathy. This would be her dream. This would be her dream. All the things you could do with lottery winnings. You could help people. You could just have fun. You could be on vacation all the time. You could buy a yacht.
Right?
No, I'm just going to have Akeley killed. Yeah.
Drunk KK is pissed off.
Speaking of bourbon, I'll show him.
And the thing is that you can't hold me, sober KK, responsible.
What are you, the new Danny? We got to come up with a character name. He had Freddie Mills when he was drunk.
Yes.
So,
Drunk KK.
Drunk KK is. We'll have to get a bar stool made up with that on there. So
I actually saw a meme that said something similar to that on Instagram. I think it was yesterday. it said something like, if drunk me said something to piss you off, you can't come to sober me about it. I don't know what we did.
Exactly. I didn't even know about it until like 3 weeks later. Steve's like, "Oh
Yeah.
you wanted to have me killed."
Right. Yeah.
AK went full Angela. There's your
did.
drunk name. Angela. Angela something. We got to come up with the name.
Yeah. Angela.
Mm.
Okay.
I feel like Angela something.
You think so?
Is that like a mob name? That's like a
It's
mob.
like
boss
Angela
like
Sopranos, but something a little cooler.
It feels like it should be another A. So should you either be KK or AA? I guess.
Angela Adams or something
Yeah,
like
Angela Adams.
There we go, Angela Adams.
AA. Is it AA or KK? AA
Angela
seems
Adams
appropriate.
approves.
AA seems oddly appropriate for drunk
Landed
Catholic.
it. We got it.
Yeah. We got there. So there you go.
It needs to be Italian though, right? Angrazi, Androsi, Angela, I don't know.
Andrizzi with an A.
Andrizzi.
Amagetti.
Yeah. Jeff, you said there's something you want to talk about. What was it? So we saved your topic to this point.
Well, and it's not controversial or anything. It's just sticking with the theme. When you go out on Cinco de Mayo and you go to a Mexican restaurant, what's your favorite order?
Okay. Boy, it feels like that's the worst day to go for Mexican food because it's too crazy. That's the day when I would avoid going out to a Mexican restaurant only because everyone else is doing the same thing.
No one's answered yet, so I'll change the question to when you go out for Mexican, avoiding
Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
What do you order when you're out?
Okay.
Are you talking about drink or dinner?
Both.
Okay.
That was
Well,
Angela
I don't
Adams.
want to get. Oh, go ahead.
See, that was Angela Adams asking which drink versus KK of which food you order.
Right.
Two very different personalities asking that.
She's in between the two.
Yeah.
Yes, she's there. I have to go with just chips and salsa because by the time the chips come, oh my God, the amount of tortillas I ate when I eat a big basket of chips and salsa, I just look at myself and hate myself. I can't eat anything else.
Because they literally, again, go back to Facebook or whatever, you see the things where someone cuts a tortilla up into four, and that's every 4 chips that you eat is basically eating a tortilla. It's like, shit, I just ate 14 tortillas just in chips.
It's like tableside guacamole or chips and salsa. I put in the same category because they both involve me just scarfing down 14 to 20 God, how many tortillas I eat. Just plowing that stuff.
If they do it right, God, and they come out and they're hot and kind of a little bit of oil on there. The salt's right.
And I like them when they're curled over.
Yeah.
Good dipping. Got a good dip.
Hold a little more salsa.
Bingo.
Yeah.
But what you do, Tim, is you get your dinner, but then you take it home.
Yes.
Because you just want to eat the chips and salsa there. Because you can't recreate that at home. Even with your air fryer, you can't do it.
Nope. Even with my shitty air fryer.
Yeah.
Preheating that bastard. Don't tell me.
Preheated it might turn out a little better.
Yeah.
Damn it, now I want chips and salsa.
I know, right?
No, it's so good. So good.
Can we end the show so I can go eat, please?
Yeah.
And that's our mail it in.
And that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
You can find
On the break,
us.
we're going to go get chips and salsa.
Yeah. I always look on the menu for something that has, because I'm infatuated with this, getting it at a Mexican restaurant. I can never recreate anything like this, so you can buy it at the grocery store, but something with chorizo. So it might be a burrito, might be a steak where they put the cheese and the chorizo on there. Man, I love chorizo. The place when you go for breakfast, you can get that in a burrito.
Oh yeah.
But I always look for something that has chorizo because I love it. It's so good.
Put that in the queso before dinner.
Yeah, you can't make it at home as good as you can get it there. You can make it at home. It's not as good, though.
Nope.
Yeah, you got to have it at the restaurant. So that's something.
You need Grandma's recipe.
Yeah.
I like a good mole, like a chicken mole.
Oh, yeah.
Or when they do the pork, what do they do with the pork? It's just the pulled pork, and it's all been steaming all day or cooking all day. And that's so good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Jeff, how about you? Oh, no. Well, Justine, we always let the person ask the question go last. So Justine's next.
So if I want to go to a really good Mexican restaurant, we go to Detroit. Or Canton. So in Detroit, we go to Armando's.
Okay.
And in Canton, we go to Mexican Fiesta.
Okay.
And we get botana, which is kind of like a nacho, nacho-ish type dish. It's got chorizo with refried beans on the chips and cheese and onions and avocado and green pepper and tomato, and then they bake it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's on each nacho?
It's
basically, there might be some that fall underneath.
Plate with the stuff.
It's like a plate with the chips, and then they put all the stuff on it, and then they bake it. And it is literally heaven.
Okay.
Literal heaven. The best.
All
Mexican
right.
Fiesta or Armando's if you're in Southeast Michigan.
But I would go on a day other than Cinco de Mayo. That's a program.
Yeah, don't go.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah,
it's a bad move. It's a rookie move.
It is a rookie move to go out on Cinco de Mayo.
It's a pre-28.
Yeah.
28-year-olds. Once you get 28, you start getting some reality, some common sense.
Right. Yeah. All right, Jeff. Jeff, you asked the question. What do you think?
Yeah. So there's 3 Mexican restaurants in the town that I work in, and we have 13,000 people.
Okay.
So we have 3. But my 2 favorite things that I bounce back and forth: seafood chimichanga.
Okay.
I like the crunch of the chimichanga.
Sure.
Flour tortilla that's been deep fried. But the other goes back to what Steve said. It's I don't know what they'll call it on each menu, but a chori pollo.
Okay.
So
yeah. Yes.
And chicken. I just love that.
I love it too.
As long as they don't pound that chicken out too thin. I mean, if I hear that coming from the kitchen, I'm turning around.
They're pounding their chicken.
They're pounding the chicken, but a chori pollo.
That's sour cream.
Yeah. Yeah, that Mexican restaurant that's by Royce and Becca.
They have
the churro chicken or whatever you just said. Yeah, they and I always get that there because I wish all of them had that. Cause it is a very good. I know what you're talking about. It's very good combination.
I love Hispanic food, Mexican food, whatever you want to call it. I'm just a big fan, and everyone said the chips and salsa and things like that. But I go back. I love seafood too, so I bounce back and forth depending, which restaurant I'm at. And
what kind of seafood are you getting in there? Is that whitefish?
It's usually a whitefish. There's some fish. There's some whitefish. There's shrimp. There's scallops. Things like that. And it's
from Minnesota. Yes,
I feel it. Yeah, it's the Norwegian version of Hispanic food, so it's never terribly spicy. It's just a good. Put that white sauce over the top. Looks like gravy. Just dive in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good. Very good. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Tim this time. Tim, I don't think you've started. So what do you got there?
No, because let's just get me out of the way. I'm going to go with a Tres Agaves Reposado tequila finished in Kentucky bourbon barrels.
Okay.
What is it?
Nothing there at all.
Nothing on my side either.
Okay.
Flaccid, as Darren would say.
All right. Flaccid. Okay. Justine, you're next.
I have a distillery pick from MB Roland. It's called Hot Jam Session.
Okay. Oh, that's very good. Very good. A little bit of a squeak there, but other than that, perfection. Did you guys see the new bag that they have? It's only $24.95. It's an overnight bag. Has a military look to it. Oh, it's fantastic. I got to get me one of those.
MB Roland? They just posted that up there, right?
Yeah, from MB Roland. It is so cool. It's.
I did not.
Pull up their Instagram. Pull up their Instagram, and it's like, I don't know, 5 posts down, and check that thing out. I just had Darren there, and I forgot to ask him to get me one, and then I didn't think of it till today. He's already on the radio. I was like, shit, I want to get one of those. $24.95. That's cheap for an overnight thing.
Cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, there it is. Look, it's got like the stencil military writing on it.
Yep.
It's got like four outdoor pockets on the outside of the bag and stuff like that. It's a nice bag for $25. I want me one of those. Yeah, I like MB.
Can you order it online?
Someone asked that and they didn't respond to it. So, but I'm sure they would do it for us, ABV Network. Wear your Colonel Steve shirt and then call. And then if they're like, well, I don't know about that, they'll be like, can you FaceTime then? And then show the shirt and they'll be like, oh, yes. Okay. Yes. We'll ship that to you.
Send you 2.
Yeah. So I got to get me one of those. For that price, I'd be a fool not to. I'd be a damned fool, I'll tell you.
I mean, if you call them and you get one for you, then have them ship one for me. And
all right. I'll call them tomorrow during business hours. And I'll order 2.
It's probably order 5.
Stock it in the shop.
Yeah, order 5, Steve.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll get one for everybody, and then we'll just be at the shop. Okay.
Stock it at the shop.
All right. Yeah. They're
Put
cool.
it on my tab.
Yeah, that's all right. You got a pretty good tab going there, and of course you got stuff that you paid for too, which is nice. Just sitting there, I'm like, oh, we've already made that money. I saw some bags with your name on it. It's like paid. I'm like, ooh, I like that.
That's how I roll.
Yeah, they don't have it in their online merchandise.
No, they don't. I just checked too.
Yeah, it's newer, so yeah. But I'll call tomorrow, and I'm going to get the wheels will be in motion. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, it's all happening.
Write it down. Make yourself a note so you remember.
Yeah, 5.
Text Akeley at the same time.
5 bags tomorrow. And everybody's listening to me like, I got to call Akeley today. No, it's already.
It's already done.
Tomorrow is when we're recording, or when you're listening to it on the 5th. We recorded this well before that.
We've already received our bags.
Yeah,
so
our bags will be in hand. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. So, I forgot where we're at. Who's
Justine just popped in and be rolling.
Okay, Justine has the lead. So hers was really good. Now I remember. Now I'm back. It was a slight squeak, but other than that, it was pretty well perfection. She's got the lead. Tim had nothing. So let's go with KK next. KK, what do you got there?
I'm going to open up my upside down label Bananas Foster.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Very good. No squeak or anything like that, but I feel like Justine's was louder enough that she still has the lead. So even to deduct a small point deduction, a fractional point deduction for the squeak, she still has the lead. All right, Jeff, you're next.
Off script just a little. I do not have tequila like Tim, but I am smoking a Rojas Cinco de Mayo limited edition 2024 cigar.
Yeah.
But you had your folks at home. You had your second cigar of the night,
right? By the way. Well, he had a $900 credit he had to spend. Then he had to spend like $4,000 to get the $900 credit.
Right, that's exactly what happened.
Hey, you have a $900 credit at the ABV Barrel Shop, Jeff. You do have to spend $4,000 to get that, but
I got to get it. They expire at the end of April.
Yeah, it's coming up the end of April.
Or excuse me, end of May. May. Sorry.
Yeah.
May.
Well, I'm going to pair that with some Dancing Goat, a quirkier toasted blend.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is
very good.
Okay, nice cork pop, but not enough to beat Justine. I got a Wollersheim here. This is one single barrel. This is ABV Barrel Shop one. I thought this was something I bought at their gift shop. It's not. I do have some of that around here somewhere too, but this is a Barrel Shop pick. So let's see what we got here. Now, nothing but squeak. Justine, you win. Pretty good night for you. Was it 3 wins tonight? So, cheers to Justine.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, it's Cinco de Mayo. Kathy said she's got something on topic to talk about. We'll get to that after the break. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to The Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we're mailing it in for Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, we are. So,
everybody's choking.
I know I'm choking. Kathy, you said you had something you wanted to talk about. I don't know if it's Cinco de Mayo related, if it's an anecdote, if it's a story.
It can be.
If it's a pun,
Let's say your Cinco de Mayo gets a little out of control, and you're on a 7 to 10 day house arrest.
House arrest.
Can't leave the house.
Okay.
Wow. We talk about how we got the house arrest.
I mean, you make
Cinco
up.
de Mayo, you just got out of hand. You got drunk like Chris Schott and left without paying your bill. Next thing you know, boom. The judge decree. You can't leave your house for
7 to 10 days. You're stuck in your house.
Or like MacLeod falls off the porch, sprains an ankle.
Yes.
No? Gotcha.
MacLeod. Yes.
MacLeod.
She doesn't like that.
I know.
No, she doesn't.
No. Which makes us want
what
to
do
say
you
it
do?
even more. Okay. I watched CBS Sunday Morning today, and it was good because I always like that show. Very positive stories.
Yes, it is. Great show.
It's a great show. I would check that one out. They don't get political, and they keep to the positive side of the news, which is nice. And but they had a thing on YouTube today, and I didn't realize it's the second most popular website after only Google. And by the way, then Google has bought them out. And got a steal for them. They bought it long enough ago at $1.6 billion. That seems cheap for what YouTube is today. Google got themselves a deal there, so yeah. But I would watch a lot of YouTube. YouTube is my favorite TV show for sure. There's so much on there. There's documentary. You can think of whoever you can think of, and then put their name in documentary. Somebody's probably put together a documentary on them, which is cool. So I get into all kinds of stuff that encompasses sometimes parts of my lives that aren't active anymore. Like I used to be when I was a kid, really into wrestling. Well, then sometimes I'll dive deep into wrestlers that were big when I was a kid. I don't follow wrestling now. I don't know who. I mean, I hear these names. I've never watched a wrestling match in the last 25 years or so. But I go back and kind of relive a little bit of when I was a kid. Or I'll just be like, oh, I wonder if there's anything out there about Hot Wheels. I used to be really big into that. Oh, there's all kinds of shit out there. You can get into whatever you want with YouTube. So I would definitely just spend a lot of time under my house arrest watching YouTube. Yeah. And if the judge takes away my damn internet, I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I won't be in a good mood, that's for sure.
So I'll say that if I'm locked up for a week and I can't work, so I got the whole week adjusting. I can go to the garage, but I can't go outside.
Right.
I'm gonna
go outside.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On the porch only, or
yeah, I mean, like you have your ankle bracelet won't let you go further than
the perimeter of your
yard
property.
Okay, I can go to the mailbox. Okay, I'm still going to spend most of the time organizing and going through things that long overdue. I've only been in this house 7 years, coming on 8, and I need to catch up on some of that. So maybe I'll organize my whiskey. Sure. Maybe I will go through the cupboards. I will spend some time doing that.
Yeah, you got a wife that's getting ready to move in. It sounds like
I know.
You might need this house arrest. This is what you absolutely need.
She would be the one to call in and say, "Put him under house arrest, please, just for a week."
Right, for a week. He needs to get some shit done. Yeah.
I don't do it at night because I'm too tired from work. Blah blah blah. I don't want I need to have a clear mind. But I can organize. I can get rid of some junk too. So that's what I'm going to do, KK.
Okay.
Or yeah, KK, you asked that. Yep.
Okay. Yes, I did.
Okay. That's good. Scout Outdoors, by the way. Watch that one. That's a great show. It comes out every Sunday. I'm telling you, that's worth watching.
Well, there's going to be some binge watching too, but and I'm be sampling through my whiskeys as I'm organizing them and things. But
yeah, this guy and his now wife, I think he got married now. It hasn't happened on the show yet, but I see some social media stuff where he married his girlfriend that's on the show. It's a really good show to watch, and I feel like I wonder like how do they get all this stuff done? But then I think all he does is that stuff. Like your full-time job is just to work on your house at this point. I could probably get some stuff done if my full-time job was just to work on the house. So I was like, I'm always amazed, like week to week, it's like, man, they got a lot of stuff done, but neither of them have jobs and they're just working on this house. Yeah, you can get some shit done. And that's all you got to do. So, and then post a YouTube video and then collect the money from that. It's not a bad gig. So, yeah. But, so check that one out. Scout Outdoors.
I've got that in my notes from
the last time, yes. I just started when he got the new house on the island. So it's only, I think they're only like 8 episodes in. Go back to like the last 8 posts. That's it. The other stuff, he's got a bunch of other stuff. He's been on for years on the YouTube, but that stuff's not worth watching. Yeah. Not that it's bad, but I don't know. The new stuff's really good. What else? Who else?
Justine, you want to go first? Or would you like me to go?
I mean, house arrest kind of sounds like heaven to me.
Okay.
To be honest. I'm an introvert.
Justine's at a house arrest. It's the happiest time of her life.
Yes.
I don't like to leave my house.
Volunteering to host the show. And
I mean, I kind of do the same thing, like purge shit from my house, binge watch television, drink whiskey. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like great to me. Maybe I should go get in trouble and get house arrest.
Get house arrest, yeah.
It's the new staycation.
Yeah. The another one you guys should watch on YouTube. Denial is a River, the I'm Tired edition. So check that video out. It's just somebody who just wants to be at their house. It's a woman singing about how she just wants to be at her house. That's worth watching. It's only like 2 minutes. It's funny. I guess Denial is a River is a popular song. I don't know anything about that. I didn't know about the Denial is a River till I ran across this parody. And then I did watch the original. It's good. It's a good regular song too. But I do like the parody because it speaks to me. It's this woman who just wants to be left home alone, sitting on her couch, and gets called, "Hey, this is party tonight." And because I do this kind of shit, you commit to things, and they don't sound bad. 6 months out, you're like, "Hey, you come to this party tonight?" Oh, yeah, 6 months. Yeah, I'll be there. That sounds good. And then it comes up, and there's this pending doom feel that comes across you that you can only understand if you are the introvert. Yeah. So.
Yeah, 100%. Every time I say things like, "Oh yeah, that sounds good," and then the day I'm like, "Why the fuck did I say that?"
Watch that video. Denial's the River. I'm Tired edition. It's this. I think her name's Sad Alex is the lady who sings it, and it's fucking hilarious. The words are just spot on. She has to really feel this way because you couldn't just write that song. Like KK couldn't write the song. I feel like Justine or I, we could write the song for maybe, but if we had talent like that, not that we do, but if we did, we could come up. Like KK, she's too extroverted. She wouldn't come up with the lyrics. KK watch it and be like, "This is unrelatable. I don't understand." But yeah. So for those of you that are fellow introverts, Matt Monica just sent me a text. We need to stop talking about that. Maybe half your audience, yeah. Sorry, Jim. What about you, man?
So what do I do? So, I'd probably get rid of the number of pillows on my bed first.
Oh, God.
That'd be number one.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, so crusty.
Yes. Okay, I got to probably wash those. For sure.
Wash them, throw them out, and buy new.
Yeah, my God.
I haven't shipped to the house because I can't leave. I hate this. That's why I didn't want to go after Andreezy because I'm the same way. I would get shit done. I'd be up early like I normally would. Get up, go do some stuff, and that I usually have to get. The general likes to have soft mornings, so I have to wait a little bit in order to be able to get up and do anything. But I have a big thing about 2:00 cutoff time. Nothing good happens after 2:00 in the afternoon. Whatever work we're doing, we're done by 2. That was my grandfather's rule. Then he'd sit his ass in a lawn chair and have people bring him beer for the rest of the night. So, tell the grandkids go get Grandpa's juice.
Right.
We all knew what he was talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So at 2 o'clock, he'd be up in the morning, 5 a.m., working on projects, getting everything done. But by 2 o'clock, he was done. And
that's a good policy. I think that's true. Because, when we start out, just kind of like how Justine and I are saying, 6 months out, anything sounds good. When you start out a workday, everything's like, I want to get this done and this done and this. You can't. You got to be realistic. So a hard cutoff is a good idea, a way to circumvent that. Hey, no matter where we're at, so then you start thinking about it too, maybe you're in the middle of something, you're like, I got to get this done by 2, so it helps out. So I think it's a good,
it motivates you to move it along.
Good policy to have.
Even family vacations, his job was 2 o'clock, I'm getting off. So we pull over the side of the road, we check into a hotel, and that'd be it. Then he'd be sitting at a poolside with a can of beer, and like, wow, Grandpa, you were a functioning alcoholic all these years.
It took you to become an adult to realize that, but yeah.
Yeah, he had his needs. He had to do what he had to do. He sat there with Spanish peanuts and his Moosehead beer or old style, whatever came out of the box that was handed to him. He enjoyed it. But but that's the key thing is if you're on that, there's a time to quit. You can't be doing stuff all the time. You got to have your start time and your stop time, and then whatever happens after that happens. So be a lot of book reading. I would try to turn the phones off completely unless I'm streaming music. That'd be it. But no phones, no nothing. I don't want any of that crap. No internet if I can avoid it, unless it's things that I needed. But
you get the free music. Yeah, you pay $10 a month, and the music's free. So
that's correct.
It's all free.
It's all free. It's free music. You don't pay for it. It's all free.
I probably would hit my.
What about the $10 a month? Well, you pay that, but then it's free. So
then it's free. Everything's free.
Yeah, everything's free.
That's MacLeod and Von Meter's math.
Yeah, they figured that one out. They broke that one for us. We're going to go to small talk here because I feel like we haven't quite finished the show.
I have something kind of Cinco de Mayo.
Whoa.
Whoa, something on topic.
Whoa.
I mean, I don't know.
News.
Is pina colada, is that like a Cinco de Mayo drink?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, let's
Margarita,
make it.
Maybe.
Let's make it a Cinco de Mayo drink.
Okay.
Sure. Have you tried the new Jim Beam pineapple whiskey?
No, is it good? I saw someone I was in Florida, but I didn't buy it because I was like, I don't know.
OMG.
Really?
Like literally, I was skeptical. When I saw it at the gas station, I took a picture of it and I sent it to Carrie and our other friend Krista, and I was like, I mean, really?
Give me a break. Yeah.
And I wasn't going to buy it. I was waiting to see if the gas station got the little shooters so I could try it. And they didn't. But Carrie and I tried it when we were down in Kentucky in March for Bourbon Palooza. And we all stopped at Jim Beam on the way home the next day. We tried it there. It's literally good on its own. But if you mix it with cream soda and turn it into a slushy like I did Thursday night, you could literally drink the whole fucking bottle in one night. It's so good.
You got me, Justine. I think I'm going to have to try that now.
Slush twist.
A whole bottle.
Yeah.
Don't all our best purchases come from gas stations?
Well, yeah.
Whiskey, sushi,
condoms.
Yes.
Suave conditioner.
I mean, you can get it at a liquor store too. It's just so happens the gas station by me is a liquor store, a gas station, and a Dunkin' Donuts. So
okay, that's all your vices.
It's
great prices.
I mean, if it had a Jimmy John's attached to it,
you'd never leave. Maybe house arrest there. Can I have my house arrest at this gas station?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can my house arrest go a mile down from my house?
Yeah.
So
is this 80 proof, by the way? The pineapple?
I can go look.
Okay, she's going to look.
Because you bought a case.
Go ahead, Kathy.
I was going to say, if you had to be house arrested in a retail environment, you couldn't leave there. What retail environment would you choose?
Costco.
No, Costco. It's a cult. You'd never walk out of there. You'd be done. They got
for
you.
10 days. She would get to stay in Costco.
Huh.
It's 65 proof.
Oh, okay.
Well, you still do it to you. Yeah.
I look for a light, refreshing summertime one when I'm grilling. You know, I'm out because you're over the hot flame. I like to take a glass pack. I got that. The Warden has one of those ice machines that make the ice that you get at the fast food restaurants. The
crushed ice,
soft crushed ice. Yeah,
the Ryan Thompson ice.
Yeah, the Ryan Thompson ice. So you pack your glass with that. You pack a glass with that as compressed as you can get it. Then you pour in your lower proof whiskey, which a pineapple doesn't sound bad for a summertime bourbon.
No, that sounds pretty great.
Well, I think that might be my barbecuing drink.
Especially if you mix it with cream soda. I don't know what ale 8 is ginger ale. I don't know if that would work. But cream soda.
Cream soda's
Cream soda.
Nice mixer.
Underrated.
I'll try that. I'll try it plain and with cream soda too. But yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. What was the other question?
Whiskeys.
Kathy, you were asking about something else. What was it? What was it?
Oh, just if you had to be house arrested in a retail
environment. Okay.
Walmart.
Oh,
that'd be a bad one.
Why? It's not everything.
You got to deal with the people all day. You're locked in there. It's still open for business, so you got to deal with the crackheads and all that all day.
Yeah. Watching. What better way for most of us than to it's literally like trash television live.
It's like a reality show, I guess.
I don't want to be on reality TV.
Display.
Well, I don't want to be on it, but I want to watch it.
Justine's going to have like a lawn chair set up.
I think Target's the better answer. It's the same thing, basically, just classed up just enough where you can live with it. I think.
Yep. Crackheads wearing Uggs.
Yeah. Walmart is.
Yes, Target. As long as you were at like a super Target that had
Target food, that has the groceries,
food and
alcohol. They got the alcohol in there too.
Okay, yeah. All right. I retract my answer, and I want Steve's answer now.
Yeah, you were on the right track there. You just had the wrong selection of. Yeah.
Still Costco for me.
Yeah, I mean Jennifer Connelly got stuck overnight in a Target. That's one of the best movies ever.
That's right.
There you go.
Damn good watching.
Okay. KK, you asked the question. What would be your store you would get stuck in if you had to?
Oh, see, this is what happens. I ask these questions and I don't know.
The Hallmark store? You would be in the Hallmark store.
Hallmark? Did you say Hallmark?
Yes.
Hallmark.
About that age.
Yeah, you're about that age. You'd be like, oh, this is good.
What, like read greeting cards and?
Well, sure, greeting cards. Yeah.
Listen
to their soft music they've got all day going. They got the TV where they play the Hallmark channel.
You can look at all the figurines.
Yeah, the figurines. Right. You'll get to learn every
cherished teddies of the precious moments.
Christmas ornaments.
They might even have a little bit of expensive candy somewhere.
Oh yeah, candy. Those dewy-eyed precious moments.
Nauseated.
Oh, yeah. So that's where you choose then? You go with that, the Hallmark store?
No. I just you know what? I'm going to Costco.
Oh, God.
That's Kathy. I love
it. Never see Tim and Kathy again.
Yeah, they're gone. They're just gone. What happened?
Going to Costco.
They gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Good price on gas, liquor store, chefs there making food for us.
Well,
you need to bring it up to them and heat it up.
It's a good price on gas if you can't leave the parking lot.
Doesn't matter. Still got a good price on gas.
Yeah, well, what? You're stuck in the store. Gas is not even a factor at this point.
You can tootle around the parking lot. Maybe you could, or the electric carts.
Well, they're electric. The gas price doesn't matter on the electric carts.
You know, the gas, I don't understand the gas part either because I don't think it's that much cheaper.
Right.
But, yeah. Anyway.
5% off of my Citibank card. Combo done.
I don't think you're paying for anything because you just wait till the time's right. You know where all the cameras are and all that. When you're there enough, you get it down where you can.
Well, I think if you're under house arrest, you have free reign.
Yeah, you can just eat what you want, drink what you want.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing.
They switched over to Coke. They finally saw the light, switched back to Coke. Oh, I'm in.
Really?
No more Pepsi at Costco.
I could get stuck at a B. Dalton for a couple of days, but
B. Dalton music. Do they have B. Daltons?
What is
I think so.
It's a
this is not the 80s, Jeff.
Hopefully they have a cafe. Like
you bumped your head, Jeff. It's 2025.
Montgomery Ward.
Monkey Wards. I got to go to Monkey Wards and Kmart and.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, it's right next to the Kmart with the blue light special. That's exactly
Service merchandise.
If there's a B. Dalton,
service
I could
There's
do
not
it for
B.
a couple
Dalton.
days.
B. Dalton is that was like when I was in high school. They had B. Dalton.
No.
Yes. B. Dalton's a bookstore. It's a bookstore.
They have a cafe. Maybe Barnes and Noble. I'm thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, B. Dalton's before Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
Okay, Barnes and Noble. I'll retract. I'll restate. Come on, it's
right next to the KB Toys.
It's a fourth show.
Yeah. You're
all right. Yeah. You got me.
What about Cabela's? And then you can test out the fishing equipment and fish in the little.
It would be fun.
But and you can't eat them like Costco. Costco, at least they have food coming in.
I'm
pretty sure there's probably food at Cabela's somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's
Cabela's
food. Jerky. They got jerky.
Little snack shack.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to test this out. So I'm going on Labor Day to if you've been to Memphis, they have the big pyramid. It used to be like their sports or the arena of slash, and then it was like concerts and stuff like that. And then they sold it off to Bass Pro. It's a Bass Pro now, but they're also put one of their lodges in there, so you can spend the night and you can go out. The store closes, but you can go out if you have the inner side where the inner, not the exterior.
Or sleep over.
Yeah, you go out on your balcony, you look over the empty store, and I got an interior room. I'm going to be spending the night in Bass Pro. I'll test this theory out. And I'm bringing one of those ladders, that you roll down.
Get a rappel kit and just rappel down.
Exactly. I'll get down there. I'll
steal whatever I want.
Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible.
Yeah. And I'll eat the beef jerky. Positive walking style as I leave. That's the key. Because if you walk like you're guilty, like don't check my bag because I stole a bunch of shit because I rappelled down last night, they'll be onto it. They'll get you. But if you walk out with the positive walking style, they're not going to think a thing. They're going to be like, he had a good night here. He had fun spending the night in the pyramid. And looking over Bass Pro.
Steve, if you go back and look at KK's cork pop, that's what she was doing on that one.
She was, huh? Yeah.
She's giving it a workover.
She had the positive cork pop. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's key. Positive walking style. We need more positive walking styles. So, yeah, I need to work on mine. A lot of times I get down in the dumps and my walking style reflects that. I got to be more positive in my walking style.
If you were positive in your walking style, you might not fucking have house arrest in the first place.
That's right. I'm still stuck on Andreezy with B. Dalton. Did you get your? Is that where you got your latest Choose Your Adventure book?
Yeah,
B. Dalton.
Dalton.
Their 8-track selections are incredible.
The latest Hardy Boys book is out too, by the way.
Right next to the Nancy Drew section.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, I haven't heard of B. Dalton since I was in high school.
Oh my God!
I've never heard of it.
Oh well, yeah, you weren't born yet. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
But I do remember the Scholastic book fair.
Oh yeah,
your list and you could check
off.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
Those were the best.
That was a big
power move.
Oh, it was a big power move. Who got what? And because books would come in and. Yeah.
The general and I were talking about that this morning. I was laughing because I woke up laughing. I think I may be the only American that has a live album of Vanilla Ice. And who knew Vanilla Ice put out a live album? But the general does because that's what she chose on her BMG music selection. Because her parents said to her one Christmas, "All right, fine, you can do this." Because she had all the singles. She had 8 singles, like Tiffany and Debbie Gibson and. You didn't know when she was selecting. We were joking. I'm like, oh my God, can you imagine back then not having radio? She lived on a farm, not having radio, trying to record. But wow, that BMG thing. And I've got a live album of Vanilla Ice. It's unbelievable. Not the album.
I didn't do BMG, but I had Columbia House.
Columbia,
yeah.
Oh, I had both.
Oh, yeah. It's only a penny for the first ones you get.
Albums and CD. I actually was in BMG when they did CDs. So.
Okay. Wow. You're
for the youngsters listening, CDs.
Yeah, they don't even know.
Right.
Were really exciting because you didn't have to rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I remember my first foray into Columbia House.
Yeah.
You could still get some on reel to reel. That's how old I am.
No way.
I am not kidding. That's how when I first looked, you
reel
could get
to reel
on reel to reel. Not kidding.
The White Album again? It's like the Beatles' White Album was in every format possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got that on reel to reel. Okay.
Do you remember what is the first record or CD that you purchased or tape?
I do remember.
That I purchased with my own money or was gifted?
Either. So my first record that I was gifted was from my brother for my birthday, was Michael Jackson Thriller.
Okay. A lot of people got that. Yeah.
The first CD that I purchased with my own money was Arrested Development.
Nice.
All right.
Tennessee.
I don't remember my first tape, but I remember my first record and my first CD.
My first album I wanted bad was Kiss Alive 2.
Oh.
Nice.
But it took a while to find it, so my parents got me Styx Pieces of 8. That was the first album I ever owned.
What a downgrade.
Yeah.
But I love Styx.
There was no tattoos in the Styx album.
I know. And my mom had put a little note in there. It said, the one you want is coming. And I was just so heartbroken that I didn't get Kiss Alive 2. My first CD was Def Leppard. Pyromania. And I didn't even have a CD.
Nice. Yep.
I didn't even have a CD player yet.
Well, you knew someday you would be able to afford the technology.
Get one.
That one.
Yeah. This was an investment in your future, is what you were doing there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I think Deep Purple would probably be. When I heard that song "Smoke on the Water," I really liked that. I had to have that. So, that riff got me, man. So then I had to buy that. But the Kiss ones, I had all those because they would come with tattoos in there and the little photo albums. They were all in the marketing. Yeah. And then they came out with the individual ones. I had all 4 of the individual ones. If you remember those. And Ace had the best one because he had New York Groove.
New York Groove.
Yeah. That's the best song out of all those albums. So yeah. Ace is actually a real musician. Paul, great singer, so he's fine. And then Ace is a good guitarist. The rest of Gene's terrible.
My favorite Kiss songs, Ace was always the singer.
Yeah, exactly.
So he didn't get to sing very often, but I love it.
Yeah.
Was he the star on the space guy?
No, that's Paul.
That's Paul.
Yeah, he's the spaceman. He's the spaceman.
Yeah, he's the guy that prances and dances when he sings. Talks a lot.
Yeah. A true musician, like I said. I think more novelty with Gene. I mean, theatrics and certainly good business person. Gene's, he's turned that into a juggernaut. And I think he's a very good business person, but I don't think he's a great musician.
They sell your Kiss coffin at Costco, by the way. So just so you know.
Well, perfect. I kind of outgrew Kiss because I don't. Yeah, as I became better into music and respecting musicians, I wasn't a huge Kiss. I outgrew it. As a kid, I loved them though.
Started to lose the allure when I watched Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Opera on the Friday night movie or whenever that was. It's like,
was that they were in like a amusement park?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just the Phantom, not of the opera. I know Jeff added that in himself. I
added that.
He's combining movies. Yeah, just Kiss Meets the Phantom, but
Kiss Meets the Phantom.
The Phantom of the Opera. That's another twist.
Kiss goes to B. Dalton. Oh my word!
The first cassette gifted probably was Michael Jackson Thriller, outside of some stupid kid novel stuff he used to listen every night about Ben Franklin and George Washington.
Oh yeah.
But then the first cassette I purchased myself would have been Warrant, Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinkin' Rich. Okay. First CD I bought was Def Leppard, Hysteria.
Okay.
Hysteria. Okay.
Yeah. The second one was Nelson Brothers.
Okay.
Oh
God. The Nelson Brothers.
They were awesome.
No, After the Rain.
They were never awesome.
I still go back and listen to that.
That's a great album, believe it or not. As much as I get shit on for that, that is actually a very nice, very good album.
All right, let's. What was the first format on your own when you listen to music? Because when I first started listening to music, I got a little like kid 45 player, and I remember. So this predates the stuff I just talked about, real rock and roll albums. Yep. I remember, I got like the Streak, when that was out, I got that for my 45 player. But so 45s would be the first true music that I was playing on my own, outside of radio.
Yeah, I had a Fisher-Price 45 player that I throw like some Pac-Man thing my mom bought me and some Disney records, their soundtracks on 45. But it was a Fisher-Price. Remember, it was like beige and orange.
Okay.
And that was the first formats I had.
Jeff, were you listening on your reel-to-reel?
No, my uncle had the reel-to-reel, but we did have one of those little 45s, but my dad always had albums.
Okay.
He had a bunch of Roy Orbison and Bobby Darin and all these old, so I was an album guy. And bad thing is, right before they started taking off again, I told my daughter, I was cleaning house, and said, just take these and put them on Facebook Marketplace or whatever.
Okay.
Sold all my albums for like $1 a piece. And some guy bought them in about 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow. So
I think as I look back, the most of the songs I listened to would be just classified as novelty songs. When I was a little kid with that 45 player, The Streak and One-Eyed, One-Horn, Flying Purple, People Eater, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So my first one of listening to it on my own was my Teddy Ruxpin.
There you go.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Awesome. Tape in the back.
Yeah.
Blake Ruxpin, turn his head.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Teddy Ruxpin, and then his I don't remember what the name of it, but like his friend, the Centipede or whatever. I don't know. He was like orange. I had both of those. So that was my first on my own.
Okay.
Put Metallica, Kill 'Em All in the back and see him really go to nuts.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, my dad and his buddies, they had a deer hunting trailer, and I don't know when this was, early 90s or maybe late 80s, and someone broke into the trailer and stole a bunch of stuff. The only thing they left was the 8-track player and all the 8 tracks.
Really? They didn't take that, huh?
Another guy had brought up all his old music, on the 8 tracks, and we'd sit out at camp and listen, but no one wanted to steal that stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the 8 tracks.
Yeah. 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 B. Dalton was founded in 1966 and went bankrupt in 2009 and liquidated in 2010. So,
all right.
So it lasted longer than you thought.
Barnes and Noble must still be around then.
Barnes and Noble's around,
yeah.
That's who I meant.
Okay.
My first albums were Michael Jackson, Thriller.
What was your format? Did you listen to full-size records, albums when you were
albums?
Okay, yeah.
And then Hall & Oates and the Beatles' White Album.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. You had some class there.
Yeah, those were my first 3 that I got.
Wow.
I used to have just albums like crazy, and you'd learn where the scratches were, and if you'd hear it on the radio and the scratches weren't there, it sounded weird.
Yeah. Good times. Well, there you go. There's a celebration of Cinco de Mayo that is good. If you can listen to this and not go out, go out to your favorite Mexican restaurant tomorrow. That's the play right there. Don't do it today. Not because it's not great. Yeah. And they probably
do it yesterday.
They'll probably appreciate the support of because they're going to do just fine on the 5th for sure. No problem. So I got to give. I don't know who came up with this. I don't know if it's the restaurants got this going, the bars. I have no idea, but it's definitely a thing. Cinco de Mayo is huge, and the great thing is I do have some friends that are from Mexico, and all of the Cinco de Mayo is not a thing in Mexico. They don't know.
It's not real.
It's not real. They don't know anything about it. They're like, this is an American thing. So yeah, it's crazy to think about because they're like, oh yeah, it's their Mexican independence. No, it's not. It's not. It's just a thing that the restaurants came up with to get us to go there, and it's worked. To their credit, it's worked. So there you go. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'll be waiting in line at El Loco on Cinco de Mayo. No, I won't be. I learned tonight. But you can always find me on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right. KK.
You can find me on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
Tim.
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112, 2 1s, 2 2s, and on YouTube at our flagship whiskey.
All right, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got that company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Please check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. We're getting barrel picks in all the time. We had a slow start to the year, but they are rolling now for sure. So come by and see us, abvbarrelshop.com. Check out our online events, what we have going on, and just make sure you stop by and see us when you're in St. Louis. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV
Great job today, gang. Friday, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Hasta luego.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.